Okay, so I want us to discuss circle, that is circumference of a circle, and circumference is the total distance around a circle, or is the distance around a circle. So this is our circle here, and this is our diameter, and this one is radius, that is from the center of the circle. So this is the radius. So if I want to get radius from diameter, it is diameter divided by 2. Next, if I want to get diameter from the radius, it is 2 times radius. Next, circumference of a circle, we normally have two formula. So circumference of a circle is equivalent to pi d. So you can use circumference as pi d, or you can use circumference as 2 pi r. So these are the two formulas. So you can use circumference as pi d or 2 pi r. Next, we have another formula which is related to circumference. It is distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution, or they can use rotation, or they can use the number of laps. So distance is equals to circumference times number of revolution. Distance is equals to circumference times number of revolution. Example 1. So example 1, we have the diameter, which is 2.8 centimeters. And now the question is calculate the circumference of a circle. So circumference of a circle is equals to pi d, or we can use 2 pi r. So we are going to use the two formulas and see whether we can get the same answer. We can start with circumference as pi d. So use pi as 22/7. So circumference is equals to 22/7 times diameter, which is 2.8 centimeters. So use your calculator. 22/7 times 2.8. So I got 8.8 centimeters. I can apply formula 2, which is circumference is equals to 2 pi r. We have diameter, which is 2.8 centimeters, and I said if I want to get radius from diameter, you take diameter divided by 2. So it is 2.8 divided by 2. So radius is 1.4. So apply the formula. Circumference is equals to 2 times pi, which is 22/7, times radius, which is 1.4. Work out, use your calculator, and get circumference as 8.8 centimeters. So as you can see, circumference pi d, I got 8.8 centimeters. Circumference 2 pi r, it is 8.8 centimeters. So as you can see, the two formulas, you can use either pi d or 2 pi r. Example 2. Next. So the circumference of a circular dam, so the circumference is 66 meters. So the question is, work out the radius work out the radius. Work out the radius. So, solution, work out the radius. So circumference is equivalent to 2 pi r. We have c, which is 66. We have pi, which is 22/7. So can we substitute? So the value of c, which is circumference, is 66, is equals to 2 times pi, which is 22/7, then times radius. We have to work out this part first. So you take 2 times 22/7. So 66 is equals to 44/7, then times r. So next, when you take 44/7 times r, it is 44/7 r. Can we make r the subject? So you have to divide both sides by 44/7 by 44/7. So use your calculator. 66 divided by 44/7. So I got my radius as 10.5. So what about diameter? Diameter, I said, is 2 times radius. 2 times radius. So you take 2 times 10.5. You get diameter as 21 meters. 21 meters. 21 meters. Example 3. Work out the circumference. Work out the circumference of a circle given diameter as 7 centimeters. So the question is, work out the circumference of a circle. So we know that circumference of a circle is equivalent to pi d. Circumference of a circle is equals to pi d. Or you can use 2 pi r. So we have our diameter, which is 7. So c is equals to 22/7 times diameter, which is 7. Use your calculator, or you can simplify by 7/1 by 7/1. So circumference is 22 centimeters. Another example, the diameter of a wheel. So the diameter of a wheel is 1.4 meters. How many revolutions will it take to cover a distance of 22 kilometers? So this one is the distance. How many revolutions? So the question is asking the number of revolution. So in this question, you're supposed to ensure the SI unit is the same. So this one is meters, this one is kilometers. So you have to convert kilometers to meters. And we know that 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 meters. What about 22 kilometers? So distance is equals to 22,000 meters. And what we know is distance, the formula that I gave, is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. So we have the distance, and the question is asking the number of revolution, but we don't have our circumference, but we can get circumference from the formula. So circumference is pi d. So the diameter is 1.4. So work out the circumference. So you take 22/7 times diameter, which is 1.4. So 22/7 times 1.4. So you get circumference is equivalent to 4.4 meters. Next, we substitute. What is distance? We apply the formula. Distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. So distance is 22,000. So you write 22,000 is equals to circumference, which is 4.4, times the number of revolution. We can denote number of revolution as letter R. Next, work out. So work out this part. So 4.4 times R. So 22,000 is equals to 4.4 times R is 4.4 R. Can we make R the subject? So divide both sides by 4.4 by 4.4. By 4.4, 1 by 4.4, 1. So you take 22,000 divided by 4.4. You get the number of revolution is equivalent to 5,000. The number of revolution is equals to 5,000. So distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. Can you get the circumference? How can we get the circumference? Circumference is equals to pi d. Work out the circumference, and I got 4.4 meters. After that, substitute to our formula, which is distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. Now, can you get the value of R? So the value of R is equals to 5,000. Another example, we have our radius, which is 56 centimeters, and the number of revolution is equals to 200. And now the question is work out the distance. Work out the distance. That is the question. So I said distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. So we have the number of revolution, which is 200. We can get circumference because we have our radius, and I said circumference you can use 2 pi r, or you can use pi d. So can we first of all get circumference? So circumference is equals to 2 times 22 over 7 times radius, which is 56. So work out 2 times 22 over 7 times 56. You get circumference as 352 centimeters. After that, can we substitute the formula? So distance is equals to circumference is 352 times the number of revolution, which is 200. Then you get the distance. So you take 352 times 200. You get 70,400 centimeters. This is now our final answer. So as you can see, distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. That is the formula. That is the formula. Distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. Distance is equals to circumference times the number of revolution. So that is the end of our lesson. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, share and like. Thank you.